think we're okay.
Oh.
Now they are.
Welcome back. I'm Cailey Mize, and joining us today is Daniel McGraw. Daniel, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We were talking earlier, and you told me that you were a JCM major, or a journalism and creative media major here at UA.
Yes.
What made you decide that you wanted to major in journalism and creative media?
Well, I've always been super interested just in like film and just being behind the camera and storytelling and that sort of thing. And so it just seemed like a good blend of all the different things that I was interested in. And recently I've sort of just tried as much as I can, you know, sort of just experimenting with not just holding the camera operating, but also like writing short films and things like that. And then, you know, just acting as well as, you know, just pretty much anything that I can get my hands on, I will try out.
So in the long run, let's say 10 years from now, you said you're really into writing and directing, but you really kind of like all of it. But if you had a preference on what you would be doing 10 years from now with your major, what would you be doing?
Well, I think definitely my priority would be some form of directing or cinematography, probably. I really like Roger Deakins. He's a cinematographer, camera operator who does like a lot of the Coen brothers movies and just, you know, all the big movies that always get nominated for Oscars. He's always sort of behind those. And so I think somebody like that is kind of who I would try to emulate if I could get into the business. But 10 years from now, I mean, I'm not sure. That puts me at 32 years old, which is kind of scary to think about. But definitely still being in the film business in whatever capacity. I mean, if I end up, you know, being able to just write, then I'd be happy with that. But
you kind of mentioned that you really liked the Coen brothers in particular. Kind of bouncing off of that bit of information. 10 years from now, or wherever you go in your career, if you could be working with any set of directors or actors, who are the type of people you would love to work with on a film?
Yeah, definitely. Christopher Nolan is one who I've always enjoyed just because he always makes just really beautiful films. You know, the phrase is always like, you know, every frame is like a painting almost, you know, and that's kind of how I view a lot of his work. Also because they're huge commercially too, so it's like, you know, we can make a well-done film, but it can also make a lot of money, and sometimes that's kind of the problem is that, you know, well, it made nothing, but it looked really nice, you know, that sort of thing.
That happens a lot.
Right, exactly. So I think Christopher Nolan, the Coen brothers, obviously like Steven Spielberg or somebody like that is sort of huge at this point, but I think definitely Christopher Nolan would be one that I would really enjoy working with at some point.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us. This is Daniel McGraw, and I'm Cailey Mize. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.